It's St. Patrick's Day weekend inside the Adirondack Bank Center, and Utica City FC is ever so close to a playoff spot inside the MASL. Ever so close, because if Utica City wins today, and with a little bit of luck of the Irish, St. Louis loses today, Utica City guarantees itself a chance for the 2025 Ron Newman Cup. Because Utica City currently sits in 7th place in the MASL standings. 8 teams will qualify for the playoffs that will be held the first 2 rounds inside of San Diego. But first things first, UCFC has a job to do today. The opponent, the Harrisburg Heat, who are 3-15-1 on the season, already eliminated from playoff contention, but still a lot to play for, and still a very talented side. The last time these two teams met just over a week ago, it was March 9th, in a hard-fought battle between the two sides. Harrisburg led 5-3 before Utica City ended the game with 4 unanswered goals, taking home a 7-5 victory. But after that, Utica City in action last night against the Baltimore Blast, a tough 9-6 loss. Utica City fought hard, got a hat trick from an unsuspected player in Manny Silva, but still fell short by 3 goals inside the TU Arena down in Baltimore. Tonight's a new day. It's a new jersey as well. As you get a closer look, we'll send it down to the field for your Utica City player introductions.
And now let's meet your Utica City FC, starting with today's reserves. Number 1, Drew Taylor. Number 2, Emmanuel Belliard. Number 4, Keaton Woods. Number 6, Ricky Arasco. Number 11, Ronaldinho. Number 18, Cole Stevens. Number 20, Kyle Genrich. Number 36, Manny Silva. Number 49, Mershad Ahmadi. And number 78, Nelson Santana. And now, MVHS, official healthcare provider of Utica City FC, presents your starting lineup. On defense, number 30, Juan Olava. Also on defense, number 7, Gio Alves. In the midfield, number 10, Nilton De Andrade. And forward, number 3, Gordy Gerson. Also at forward, number 99, Barbaro Shalir. And in goal, number 22, Andrew Coughlin. Today's team doctor is Gary Zimmer, and the head coach of your Utica City FC is Everton Morena. Fans, we now ask that you please rise, if you are able, and join the players, coaches, and staff in removing your caps as we honor our nation with the singing of our national anthem. To perform this afternoon, please direct your attention to the Zamboni Tunnel and welcome the Whitesboro High School Chamber Choir.
Stripes
welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank
Give it up
Center,
one
the
more
Major
time for the
Arena
Whitesboro
Soccer League on MASL TV. Utica City FC taking on the Harrisburg Heat. I'm Arnav Pokrell, and we've got a good one on our hands. Playoff implications on the line tonight for Utica City. A win and a St. Louis loss means that Utica City will be in to the 2025 Ron Newman Cup playoffs. MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, MITRE is the leading soccer brand worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com. You might notice Utica City is in a new jersey color because it's St. Patrick's Day weekend. All around the Adirondack Bank Center, it is shades of green. And you see that reflected on the UCFC jerseys as well. The green jerseys with the white shorts and the White Sox. Harrisburg looks to be in the orange jerseys, black socks for the Heat as we get set for a fun St. Patrick's Day weekend inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Utica City FC stand-in captain Nelson Santana there at center field. Nate Bordeaux, the captain of this UCFC side, is out injured, but we know he's in attendance today because today there is also a special halftime penalty shootout in honor of Ava Wood, who tragically lost her life a few years ago, a member of the Utica soccer community and a member of Nate Bordeaux's training regimen. She was training with Nate Bordeaux for a long time, and Nate Bordeaux wears the number 19 in her honor. They will honor her at halftime today of this game. UCFC and Harrisburg, two teams that have met 4 times before this season, and all 4 of the matchups have gone the way of the home side in Central New York. Last one, it was just over a week ago, a 7-5 result. Before that, it was a 5-2 result. The defense is really stepping up in the second half of the season. These two teams will meet again on Friday for the final time in the regular season. And I should say the final time for 2024-25 because Harrisburg is not in the playoffs. Utica City has a chance to make it to the playoffs. 3 more home games after this one for Utica City FC. It was a 4-game away stretch that featured matches in Baltimore, Harrisburg, and 2 matches in Missouri against the Comets and the Ambush. Out of those 4 away matches, 3 of them losses for this UCFC side that only has 1 win, that win against Harrisburg in its last 4 matchups. UCFC looking to turn the tide, but also missing a few key contributors, most notably Junior Pinal out with an injury. They want to keep him healthy for the next couple of matches as Utica City looks to clinch that playoff spot either today or Friday night against the Harrisburg Heat. The starters for Utica City FC in net, Andrew Coughlin coming off of a great performance last night, although he did let up 7 goals. He made 18 saves in last night's loss against Baltimore. And on the other side in net, it's Hugo Silva, whose last time out was that game against Utica City where he played one of the best games in his storied MASL career. He had 21 saves against Utica the last time out, although he did allow 7 goals. We're underway between Harrisburg and Utica. And immediately Gio Alves wins possession. And it's played out wide to Gordy Gerson. His first time ball forward, cut away. Mike Da Silva gets in, but now Nilton De Andrade will slow things down. Out to Gerson again, who's been battling injuries himself this season. Will step in, ball roll, space frees up, Gerson scores! It took only 34 seconds and Gordy Gerson fires Utica into the lead. It's 1-0 UCFC. Well, everybody just backed off. Dom Francis took a step back after Gerson faked a pass out wide. And he just found himself in way too much space, and that's one that Gerson will score 10 times out of 10. UCFC lead early, 1-0, thanks to Gordy Gerson. Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider for the Major Arena Soccer League. The all-new MASL fan store will be launching soon. That's goal number 8 on the season for Gordy Gerson in just his 8th game played. As a shot on the other side goes just wide of Ozzie Anang on the rebound. And Keaton Woods will clean things up and play to Santana. Amadi flicked forward, intended for Woods. And Silva will hold on and go long. Wide open, Ozzie Anang on the volley. It's wide. Noe Favilla all the way back to Brad Kerstetter. Kerstetter in his 11th MASL season as well. Favilla. Out wide again, and Harrisburg looking for a way in. Poked towards Coughlin, and it's gathered up by Coughlin, the Syracuse native. Emmanuel Belliard, loose at the back, rolled forward, and Coughlin has to make another save. Ronaldinho can't find a pass. Harrisburg applying pressure. And UCFC looking for an outlet. They have one now. Flick forward, chance in front, running onto it is Manny Silva. And he's just a step behind as Silva collects. Manny Silva's coming off of a hat trick in last night's game against Baltimore. His first 3 MASL goals all scored in that Baltimore game. This one rolled in, and Coughlin has to make another big save. UCFC unable to clear the lines effectively in the early goings after the Gerson goal. And still, Harrisburg forward, Tavernisi, stonewalled by Alava, who's then fouled in the corner. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. In the midst of a line change, Ricky Orozco will get it across, and eventually Coughlin gets onto it. Gerson again wants the volley, will fire it right into the hands of Silva. Back to Silva again. Push forward, intended for De Silva. It'll get there, but Santana's in the way. And a foul called on Mike De Silva. De Silva, the last game he played was against Utica City FC on March 9th. It was the last game that Harrisburg played, so no surprise there. But in that game, 2 yellow cards along with a goal. Those yellow cards came in the 4th quarter, both of them. As this one rolls all the way back to Santana. On the season, De Silva has 3 blue cards, 3 yellow cards, as he was the one who committed the most recent foul on UCFC. Coughlin angling forward. Brought down in the corner. It's Barbaros Shalier. And worked across to Juan Alava. Shalier. What good footwork. Alava fires. And Shalier will get it back. Alava again, this time off the wall and under the hands of Silva. Gerson applies pressure. And Silva will just have to clear it away. Only as far back as Gio Alves. Alves flanked by De Andrade. And on the far side, that was Amadi who fires it down to Woods. Keaton Woods looking for an outlet. Will go all the way back to Gio Alves. Quick passing as it finds its way to Woods again. And now a foul called. It'll be a restart for Utica City FC. A bit further back than the yellow line. De Andrade will stand over this one. We're 4.5 minutes in. It's still 1-0. And after the Gerson goal, 34 seconds in, the Heat with some good chances on the other end. De Andrade wanted the shot right away. Instead, it bounces wide of Silva. De Silva now has to find a way out and does. Back to De Silva, who's got options in front. Dom Francis, one of them. Francis, one-timer is high and away. Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Visit more at greendropcompression.com. Well, Harrisburg picked it off in the midfield again, but this time Santana gets in the way. He's shrugged off the ball. And now a chance to fire one high and again into the netting, this time by Anthony Wright. So Coughlin with a goalkeeper restart again. Down to Santana. Back to Belliard on the far side. Emmanuel Belliard ran into some traffic, couldn't find an outlet pass, and all the way back to Silva. Utica City wants to apply pressure. Instead, Heat will find a way out of it. Rolled in, cleared away by Santana. Crossfield pass, and now Coughlin will come out to collect. That was Maldini Goncalves, who was actually on loan from the Utica City organization. He was playing games for the MASL 2 side. United Elite Kreisnick FC now is playing MASL 1 soccer after he had 7 goals and 2 assists in 6 MASL 2 games for the Utica City MASL 2 affiliate, Kreisnick. To the corner again, here's Ozzy Anang, acquired from the Baltimore Blast in a midseason move. And now Kerstetter. Forward again, intended for Maldini. And now hard contact, but no call. Cole Stevens went down mid-kick. Here goes Favilla, one-timer the other way, off the wall, rebound is wide. So Utica City clears it away. Just out of danger, but Noe Favilla getting involved in the offense. Been one of the more creative players for this Harrisburg side all season long. Silva forward again. Coughlin steps out. Favilla wanted the shot. And now UCFC again clearing away on the defensive end. De Andrade wanted to pass out wide. Favilla, one back by De Andrade. Out wide, Amati stumbled over it. And Amati will just have to roll it back to De Andrade. And across now to Alava. Shalier, fancy footwork, got past one, couldn't get past another. Take 10. That's all the time you'll need for Eric Bergerud to take you inside the game and get to know some of the big stars advancing the sport on and off the field. 10 for 10 airs weekly on MASL TV. Here's Amati. Oh, what a save by Silva. Well, Mershad Amati is a player who's got a great strike on him, and that one lined up perfectly for his right foot, turning outside, and Silva read it perfectly. Alava again. As Kyle Jenrich goes off for a change. Now Keaton Woods steps forward. Woods pass 2. But Kerstetter clears it away. Noe Favilla can't get away from Belliard. Alava. Slow rolling ball into Woods. Back to Belliard, who's a member of the Dominican Republic national futsal team. Now Manny Silva looking for 4 goals in 2 games. Won't get it there. Now Francis on the counterattack. Dom Francis fires, and it's in the bottom corner. What a strike from Dom Francis. And the captain for the Heat finds the back of the net to make it 1-1. And that'll send us to our first media timeout. We're all tied in the Adirondack Bank Center between the Harrisburg Heat and Utica City FC.
get the cheers cam going. That's dialed. That is dialed. Look at that thing.
We'll drink to wives and lovers, and we hope they never meet. We'll drink to rogues like us, may good fortune on us fall. And when the toast comes round, we'll drink to anything at all. Now when the day has ended and all the work is through, we gather at the alehouse and raise a glass or two. And as we sit a drinking, we sing and dance and roar, till we become far merrier than we ever were before. And we'll drink to good companions and Irish whiskey neat. We'll drink to wives and lovers, and we hope they never meet. We'll drink to rogues like us, may good fortune on us fall. And when the toast comes round, we'll drink to anything at all. From France we get good brandy, Jamaica has fine rum, and frothy pints of porter from dear old Ireland comes. England has a cider and the Scots their single malt. They're fine and decent drinks, my boys, with them we find no fault. And we'll drink to good companions and Irish whiskey neat. We'll drink to wives and lovers, and we hope they never meet. We'll drink to rogues like us, may good fortune on us fall. And when the toast comes round, we'll drink to anything at all. When the glass is empty, to another we'll agree. For the more we have to drink, sure the more.
Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center as we get ready to kick off the second part of the first quarter. It's all tied 1-1 between the Harrisburg Heat and Utica City FC. After Dom Francis found the back of the net with a hard strike into the bottom corner. Utica City got the scoring started 34 seconds in with Gordy Gerson. He just put a move on the defense. In fact, it was Dom Francis that he froze with a little fake pass to the corner, and that just freed up acres of space for Gerson to line up a strike. On the other side, Francis capitalizing on a Harrisburg counterattack. Here's Shalier. Steps to the left. Oh, just missed the top corner. Barbaro Shalier, member of the Cuban national futsal team in his rookie season of MASL play. Harrisburg the other way. But now to the near side, it's Kerstetter. All the way back to Silva again. Angle to the corner, intended for Tavernisi. Rolled forward again, it's Tavernisi. Off the wall, and Andrew Coughlin read it perfectly. Tavernisi, a player that is well loved in the Utica City area. Played in 2 separate stints for Utica City. Was also a member of the Syracuse Silver Knights back when they were part of the MASL. As Keaton Woods finds it in the corner. Tavernisi was involved in soccer in Rochester as well with the Rochester Lancers. Really a great member of the MASL and indoor soccer community inside Central New York. As that one up into the bench area. I thought it was hitting off the glass, but it actually hit off the board, so it's still in play, and Amati will pick it up for UCFC. Dances past one. Amati rolled in front of the goal, but no one there to tap it home. Silva applies pressure on the far side. That's Manny Silva applying pressure on Hugo Silva. And now all the way back. And Noe Favela picks it up, shrugs off a man in Amati, but Rashad Amati gets right back up. Up forward, Santana steps in the way. Still loose in front. Battling for it is Mike De Silva on the far side. And Santana gets fouled in the process. Santana wanting to start quickly. De Silva and Noe Favila get a quick chat from the referees as Santana stands over the ball. We're ready to go again. And Harrisburg wants to apply pressure. Outlet pass down to Gio Alves. Now De Andrade looks forward. Angled off the wall. Here's Manny Silva in the corner. Silva battling for space. We'll play it back to Wanalava. Now Andrade. De Andrade will step forward. Coming off the heels of his most successful season in the MASL, Nilton De Andrade last year played at an incredible pace with 26 goals in 21 games. There's a header in front. It's wide. That was Ronaldinho who's back in the fray after his recovery from injury. Wanalava out wide again to Ronaldinho. Alava gets taken down. 3-on-1 the other way for Harrisburg. Just Gio Alves to defend. Favilla saved by Coughlin. And De Andrade will move the other way. Swims past Francis, but commits a foul in the process as Dom Francis went down, tracking that one into the corner. Still just 1-1. Dom Francis, the lone goal scorer for Harrisburg. Gordy Gerson scored in the first 35 seconds of play for Utica City. Clipped forward. Santana held along the boards, and Harrisburg recovers possession. Ebiel Gamino. That one loose, but Silva will get there first for Harrisburg. And he just throws it all the way down to Coughlin, who wants to go for goal, but hit that one into the midfield. Santana chests it down to Stevens. Good 1-2 work, but the rebound pass from Belliard takes up off the boards and out of play into the Miller Lite Beer Garden down near the field here at the Adirondack Bank Center. Strike high from Malcolm Harris. But Andrew Coughlin coming off of the loss against Baltimore, where he gave up 7 goals but made 18 saves. One of his best performances of the season. But unfortunately, Utica City had a late comeback bid but fell short. It was 7-6 at one point in favor of the Blast, but 2 empty netters at the end. Rolled out wide. Belliard high and away. Pressure coming. Silva steps up into the play. Belliard wins it back. Silva fired a shot. Blocked by Harrisburg, and now the outlet pass finds Malcolm Harris running onto it in the corner.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter. 1 minute.
Harris off the wall to Coughlin, who will hold on to it. Playoff tickets are now available. Join 8 of the teams in sunny San Diego as they square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 4th through the 6th. Visit frontwavearena.com to reserve your seat today. And Utica City on the cusp of being in those Ron Newman Cup playoffs. They sit 7th, will qualify with a win today and a St. Louis loss in regulation. This one, Favilla, spinning shot wide, headed away by Utica City and Ricky Orozco. Dom Francis wins it back off of Shalier. Good recovery from Kyle Genrich, the SUNY Oswego player, and now Mershad Amadi comes out. Silva's caught between lines. 1 second left. Amadi fires, but just couldn't get the shot off in time. We're all tied at 1 in a back-and-forth defensive matchup between Harrisburg and Utica City. We'll be back after the break. You're watching the MASL on MASL TV.
And now, fans, for a special St. Patrick's Day performance, please welcome Butler Sheehan Irish Dance.
Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day weekend inside Central New York. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, but today the odd is all green for the holiday season. It's 1-1 between Utica City FC and the Harrisburg Heat as we head into the second frame of 15 minutes. MASL Mondays live every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavinsky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. Gordy Gerson scored in the first 35 seconds of play. Dom Francis scored midway through the first, and that's where things stand as we're all tied at ones between Utica City and Harrisburg. Andrew Coughlin's made a couple of big saves. Hugo Silva has had a lot of work to do in terms of coming out playing the ball, but 5 shots on goal for the Heat, only 4 for Utica City FC. Barbaro Chalier stands on that UCFC logo at center field as we get set for second quarter action in the MASL. I'm Arnav Pokrell. And we are close to starting the second 15 minutes between the Harrisburg Heat and Utica City FC. All 4 meetings this season have gone the way of Utica City. But that's not to say they haven't been good, hard-fought games, because they have. Last game, Harrisburg led 5-3 before 4 unanswered goals for Utica City put the game to bed. Right away, De Andrade goes forward off the wall, intended for Chalier. Was positioned just a step behind. Good passing from Harrisburg. It finds Mike De Silva, who's free. Now out wide. There's a shot saved by Coughlin. And again, Andrew Coughlin stands tall. De Andrade the other way. He lines up a shot, saved by Silva. Rebound, Ronaldinho. Oh, what a stop. Hugo Silva got low to the ground and denied Ronaldinho. And out of all the saves that Hugo Silva has made this season, this might be one of the absolute best. And it actually hit off the wall before it hit Silva, but it was intending to find Barbaro Chalier in the midpoint of that goalkeeper box. But a great move from Silva, nonetheless, to just get in the way. Kerstetter. Forward again, and there goes sliding in Gordy Gerson. And a volley one-timer is wide. That one's from Thiago Freitas in his 7th season in the MASL. This is actually his first game of the season, Freitas. He was on the inactive list for a while for this Harrisburg side. And Silva can't play this one, and now eventually he has to. And he actually could have played that one, as the referees tell him to find things, as here's Maldini at Goncalves. And Maldini wins it back. Shoulder to shoulder, Silva wins it off Maldini. Freitas fires a shot, it's high and away. It'll be a restart for Harrisburg in the corner. Coughlin having a word about that one. Well, Silva thought that he couldn't play the ball when it was a return pass back to him off the head of one of his teammates. And then he just kicked it away, but it turns out he could play the ball. So he kicked it away to save a chance for Gordy Gerson as the corner comes in, and it's wide. And now on the breakaway, shot early from De Andrade. And Silva will hit the top of the ceiling here at the Adirondack Bank Center. Hits off of one of the cables, which means a superstructure violation, and Utica City will restart from the yellow line. Here's De Andrade. Worked out wide. Off the wall, intended for Chalier at the back post, but a late run from the Cuban. Alava wins it back. Set plays have been a Real point of emphasis for this Utica City side. And it showed in that game against Baltimore last night. 3 or 4 goals that were directly resulting off of set piece opportunities. And also the power play, which hasn't been at its best this season. In fact, statistically, the worst power play in the MASL. Here's Amadi. He fires high. Alava will pick it back up. But Utica City got a power play goal, just its second of the season last night from Nilton De Andrade, assisted by Coughlin. Another shot high. Jenrich applying pressure. And Schalier will turn things around and slow it up to Nilton De Andrade. Here's Kyle Jenrich. One of SUNY Oswego's best players in recent history. Jenrich was a 4-year starter, 2-year captain with the Lakers of Oswego. And now Harrisburg the other way. Rolled in front, easy tap in for Roshan Panton. And it's 2-1, Harrisburg on top. And that is textbook counter-attacking play. It's been twice now that the Heat have delivered on the break. Perfectly rolled in from Ozzie Anang, and Roshan Panton finds the back of the net. So Utica City FC trailing Harrisburg, but it's a spot where they've been more than a few times this season, trailing this Heat side. Ball turned forward. Santana misplayed at the back. Coughlin took a man down. No foul called. Pat Healy's got his head in his hands. Coughlin's still there. Now this one turned in. Adriano Dos Santos. And look at the celebration from Dos Santos on the Harrisburg side. In less than a minute, they've got 2 goals and they lead 3-1. Dos Santos, a little step over, got the return pass from Maldini Goncalves. And for Maldini, it's his first MASL point with an assist to Adriano Dos Santos, who's got, well, more than a few MASL points in his long career in the league. But now, just 4 minutes into the second quarter, the Heat have 2 and lead 3-1. Harrisburg pick it back up in the defensive zone. De Silva to the corner. Freitas has it poked away by Wanalava. And Wanalava gets away from pressure, finds Schalier. He's all alone and will take it himself off the wall. Turn back to Silva, who has to play it with his foot and into the corner. As that one's flicked up and away, out of play. Utica City will gain possession and will execute a line change in the process. 4.5 minutes gone in quarter number 2, and it's 3-1 Harrisburg. That should be a restart at the top of the arc for Utica City. Gio Alves will take it, roll it to the corner, and a swing and a miss down low from Cole Stevens. Stevens battling back. Great work from Malcolm Harris to maintain possession for Harrisburg. To the corner again. Not the most recent goal scorer, but one of the goal scorers in this quarter for Harrisburg, and Roshan Panton, and scored 2 in very quick succession. Panton and then Dos Santos. Got to do the math in my head, but I believe 24 seconds between the two. It is 24 seconds between the 2 goals from Panton and Dos Santos. That vaulted Harrisburg into the lead inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Stevens headed high, brought down by the Heat. Here's Jeremy Rayleigh, one of the new additions to this Harrisburg side, acquired from St. Louis. After playing 7 games for the Ambush, he's now played 2 games so far. This is his 3rd game with Harrisburg. Rolled forward again. Here is De Silva on the far side. Roll to Anthony Wright, the Kansas City, Missouri native. And Ebiel Gamino up to Ozzy Anang. He's tripped up. Anang in the corner. Has it poked away by Manny Silva. And Utica City wanted to break out quickly. Instead, it's slowed down. And Ronaldinho, well, his return has really added to what Utica City is trying to do on the counterattack. Just pure speed alongside Manny Silva. Just go up, run past your man, beat him one-on-one. As here's Jenrich, who fires a volley on high and away. No foul called as contact on the back end. And then Harrisburg trips over the ball. Ozzy Anang and a breakaway for UCFC. Shot, oh, and stumbling over that one was Ronaldinho. A great opportunity on the break, and Ronaldinho just couldn't get his footing correct on the back end. Coughlin, headed by Dos Santos. Adriano Dos Santos will get it back. Ball roll pass one, but Ronaldinho committing a foul in the process. 7 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first half. 2 goals in a span of 24 seconds for Harrisburg. First from Panton, and then Dos Santos have the Heat up by 2. Silva clipped forward. Gerson ran onto it, couldn't find it. And Jenrich will fire it long again. Silva comes out. Ricky Orozco gets in this time, and his header is out of play. That'll take us to our second quarter media timeout. 7 minutes to play. It's 3-1, Harrisburg on top. Back inside the Adirondack Bank Center, MASL Soccer on MASL TV. The Harrisburg Heat lead Utica City FC 3-1 midway through the second. I'm Arnav Pocarel, and you can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and at MASL Arena on X. Well, 2 goals in a span of 24 seconds. The Harrisburg Heat executing perfectly on offense on 2 breakaways. Maldini Goncalves, who is on loan from United Elite Kreisnik FC, the Utica City M2 affiliate, earned his first MASL point with an assist to Dos Santos, who has the most recent goal in the game. Hugo Silva goes down to the corner, rolled in front and headed back to Coughlin. Shalier had Alves on running. It's back to Ricky Orozco. Orozco, who leads MASL 2 in assists, signed by Utica City in the offseason. Shalier, one-timer, deflected. Oh, what a save by Silva. Had to react quickly after the deflection. Here's Alves, second chance is wide of Silva's net. Here's another look at that Silva goal. The one-timer from Shalier, it took a deflection off of Jeremy Rayleigh. And then Silva just had to react and get a hand up. Another great stop from the Brazilian. And Silva wants to go long with this one and does. Brought down by Maldini. And Maldini's in the corner. He fires one. A rebound opportunity was there for De Silva. As Keaton Woods gets on. Just in time, Mershad Ahmadi. Couple of step overs, gets past 4 players for the Harrisburg Heat, but couldn't find a clear lane to shoot. As Kyle Jenrich was on running a little bit too late on the back end. Here's Thiago Freitas. Freitas is wearing Dangler's jersey. That's Jake Dangler's jersey that he's wearing, the number 25. I guess they don't have one with Freitas' name on it, because Dangler is an inactive player with the Heat. He played in the first half of the season, as there's a late foul call right at the yellow line on Dom Francis. But that number 25 jersey that Thiago Freitas is wearing has Dangler's name on the back. He's now with FC Naples down in Florida, a professional outdoor team that plays in USL League One. And he was really on its hair to start the season. 7 games, 6 goals, 4 assists before he went back down to Florida. But that's Freitas with the number 25 right now. Kyle Jenrich stabs a foot in the way. And it's up into the bench area. Silva with a Harrisburg 2-goal lead. Belliard closes down. Still loose for Harrisburg. Here's Freitas. Dos Santos. Silva again. Now Mike De Silva. Excuse me, that's Ozzy Anang. Dos Santos. Looking up for Anang again. Battling for it. In the corner. Anang came away with it for a moment. And Jeremy Rayleigh got possession, and then a foul called as Barbaro Shalier was being held onto in the corner. Ozzy Anang was acquired from the Baltimore Blast. He was a very active player on the offensive side of the ball as Gordy Gerson steps on it now. But Anang only played 3 games with Baltimore. I believe he made some appearances with the MASL 2 side, the Baltimore Arsenal, who will be playing the Utica MASL 2 side, Kreisnick, just after this game. Orozco applies pressure. Orozco off the wall. Gerson in front. He scores! And how about the assist from the man who leads the MASL 2 in assists? Ricky Orozco finds Gordy Gerson. It's Gerson's second of the night. And Utica City back within 1. And this is Ricky Orozco at his best. Finds some space. Knows where to put the ball. Just fired off the corner. And Gerson stabs a foot at it past Silva and into the back of the net. And immediately Gerson pointing to Orozco. It's his second assist of the season in the MASL and his 3rd MASL game. Forward from Utica City. Angled into the corner. It's Mike De Silva. Kerstetter. Slow pass to Freitas, who got there just in front of Cole Stevens, but UCFC slowly stepping up the pressure. There's a good outlet pass, and there's a shot. What a save from Coughlin. Mike De Silva was the one who shot that one, as Kerstetter has some space now. Francis. Angle to the far corner. Shot in, blocked by Santana. Malcolm Harris still with it. Back to Kerstetter. He will go all the way back to Jeremy Rayleigh. And Silva will claim possession. So all the way from the attacking end, all the way back to Hugo Silva, and then he sends it forward to Andrew Coughlin. Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. Genrich will lay it off. And now ball goes forward, intended for Shalier. Barbaros Shalier finds help in Alava. His shot deflected in front, and it's in the back of the net again. It may have taken a touch off of Ronaldinho in front, but either way, Juan Alava, the creator of that one, as it was floated in and eventually found its way into the back of the net. We'll get a better look at it here. Alava, and it may just have ticked off of Ronaldinho, as the initial pass looked like it took a deflection, and then Ronaldinho gets just a shoulder on it to guide it into the back of the net. And now De Andrade picks it up after a loose pass from Silva. Nilton, oh, just wide of the post. We're tied at 3. It was Harrisburg who led early in the quarter, 3-1. But now UCFC right back in it. Noe Favilla in the corner. Away. And now back to Coughlin. .90 seconds left for Utica City and Harrisburg in the first half. Gerson taken down hard. No foul. And Santana gets it away. All the way up and into the netting. Last touch off of Harrisburg. It'll be a restart for Coughlin. Alava takes his space, looks forward for Manny Silva, couldn't find him. And now 1 minute to play as Maldini Goncalves trying to go past one, and Manny Silva's on the break. 2-on-1 the other way. Silva. Good defense from Adriano Dos Santos to get in the way. And they actually give the goal to Juan Alava, so they say that Ronaldinho did not get a touch on that one. They give it to Alava. It's assisted by Barbaros Shalier. So Ronaldinho does not get credit for the one that he guided in, the most recent score in the game. 39 seconds to go in the first half. A half that saw Utica trailing 3-1, before now bringing it back to 3-3. And maybe there's a chance for one more. Shouts for a handball, taken quickly by Utica. Angled up off the boards. Silva with 20 seconds to play. Chops in, got past one. Oh, another great stop from Hugo Silva, who has been on his game today. This one angled off the board. Stevens has to play it awkwardly and does get away from one. 4 seconds left, now 3. One final shot, and Hugo Silva will save it. So we end the first half tied at 3s between Utica City and Harrisburg. It's shaping up to be another classic between these two sides. And so far this season, it's all gone Utica City's way. Harrisburg will have something to say about it when we come back after halftime. You're watching the MASL on MASL TV.
energy. Turn up the energy. Get on my frequency. Got the whole world to see. Turn up the energy. Turn up the energy. Turn up the energy. Energy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Energy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Turn up the energy. Yeah, ain't no stopping it. Walking, got 'em hollering like, oh, woo, back again. Popping fins on vitamins. Off, going in. Right now, take that moment in. Like, that happiness. Got that serotonin in. Turn up the energy. Get on my frequency. Yeah, are you feeling me? Turn up the energy. Turn up the energy. Get on my frequency. Got the whole world to see. Turn up the energy. Turn up the energy. Turn up the energy. Energy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Energy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Energy. Turn up the energy.
Give it up once again for dancography of Syracuse and Utica.
Today is all about Ava. Today is all about Ava Wood. For me, Ava was one of the most important people in my life. I'm a private trainer and coach, and we have worked with her for the last 7 years. What I miss most and love most about Ava was her personality. She didn't care who was in the room. She was always herself, and her big personality would show through, and I think anyone that knew Ava could tell that she was larger than life and someone that attracted people and everyone wanted to be around. Just spending countless hours with her on the soccer fields and in our coaching offices, I'll never forget those days, and they hold a special place in my heart.
Manager Tommy Tanner, Ava Wood's Aunt Laura, and some of Ava's teammates to accept a check from the Save of the Day Foundation to the Ava Wood Memorial Foundation. We had a penalty kick shootout that raised a bunch of money for the foundation, and in Ava's honor, we're going to get to watch some outstanding athletes compete in the championship. Thank you. And now it's time to get that penalty kick shootout started. Everything you're about to watch is in memory and honor of Ava Wood. These kids were here all morning long competing. Each team is a group of 5. They get a penalty kick each. Whichever team scores the most in those 5 attempts is the champion. Every championship is happening on the field right now. So let's have some fun, and all of it in honor and memory of Ava Wood. All right, throughout the next couple minutes, you will see the girls varsity division at this end. It'll be Ava's Angels against the Blast, then Ava's Angels against United Elite Krajnik, then Krajnik SC versus Stro, and then Coliseum and CNY FC. That will be at that end of the field. Here in the middle, you will have CNY FC and CNY Select. That's the boys 2017 division. Then the 2016s SDA and CNY FC. Then the Gold Diggers versus CNY Select. And over here at Tommy's end on the stage, Krajnik SC 2015 boys against SDA. Then Krajnik SC 2014 boys against SDA. 2013 boys will be Bose boys and Krajnik SC. And then an SDA-SDA matchup for for the 2014 girls. Everybody's playing for a championship. Cheer them on as they go.
Creative, fast, strong, agile, dependable. Just has that special something.
What makes a great player?
The same thing that makes a great vehicle.
Let's go, Utica!
Davidson of Rome.
Nice.
Proud sponsor of the Utica City Football Club.
Across the nation, MASL players are giving back, utilizing their professional power to touch and inspire people in their local communities nationwide. Free soccer clinics, where kids can meet their heroes and learn new skills. After-school programs and special events. And surprise visits to the classroom. Visiting brave kids in the hospital, bringing joy and hope. Supporting special needs care, partnering with local businesses, and so much more. MASL, passion on the field, purpose off the field, committed to community.
Heading to Babes at Harbor Point, heading on down to Babes, making my way down Genesee, making my way to Babes. Watch the game, have a beer, always something happening here. Bring the family one and all, come on down and have a ball. Let's go. Heading to Babes at Harbor Point, heading on down to Babes, making my way down Genesee, making my way straight to Babes.
Creative, fast, strong, agile, dependable. Just has that special something.
What makes a great player?
The same thing that makes a great vehicle.
Let's go, Utica!
Davidson of Rome.
Nice.
Proud sponsor of the Utica City Football Club.
What a save! What a save! What a save!
And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Shoot! He scores!
What's up, soccer fans? This is the MASL in 5. I'm Alex Pastovansky. Great to see you again. I've only got 5 minutes to get you caught up on all that's gone down in the league over the past week, so let's go.
De Oliveira. Leo with a drive. Blocked by the Comets. Now shot far side. Craig Childs. Goal. San Diego.
It was a highly anticipated rematch between San Diego and Kansas City last weekend in Missouri. Last time they faced off, the Comets won 9-6. Well, the Sockers flipped the script this time. They were in control the whole way. Nice goal by Drew Ruggles there. He had a goal plus a helper as San Diego cruised to the 7-3 victory. It was a tough weekend all around for the Comets. They faced the Savage 2 days earlier. Things were no better, losing 9-4 in that contest. So Chihuahua and San Diego right now sit 1 and 2 respectively in the standings, with KC coming in a distant third. Let's look at the playoff race. St. Louis is pushing hard for that 8th and final postseason berth They've been looking fantastic as of late, since the Taiyu trade, actually. The Comets beat up on Milwaukee. That is not a misprint. 13-6, they took down the Wave. The Ambush entered this weekend having won 3 of their last 4 games. The team they're chasing for 8th did what they had to do for the most part. Tacoma took down Dallas 10-5 on Monday, and on Wednesday they beat up on Texas 12-4. They did lose to Empire 7-6, however, last Friday. Let's take a look at the standings as we enter this weekend then. Tacoma sits in 8th. St. Louis is 5 points behind, but they do have 2 games in hand to try to make up that difference. Dallas is still alive. They got to get hot, though, and hope those 2 teams falter. So, if you're following that playoff chase, you got to tune in to St. Louis against Baltimore on Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. St. Louis needs a win, and the Blast are faltering with just 1 win in 6 games, so the Ambush need to take advantage of that. Who was hot last week? Here were some nominees for the Players of the Week. Jamie Lovegrove had a ridiculous game against Texas. He absolutely shredded the Outlaws to the tune of 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points total. Frank Taiyu continues to love life with the Wave. He only played once last week, but he was killing it. The King had 5 goals and 2 assists in Milwaukee's win over Texas. He now has 12 points in 2 games with Milwaukee. And Justin Stinson had another great week for Empire. Justin put up 3 goals plus 1 assist for the boys in purple as they took down Tacoma but fell to San Diego 2 days previous. Your Green Drop Players of the Week, it was a San Diego sweep. In goal, Snare Williams. Defensively, it was Cesar Cerda, and on offense, it was Tavoy Morgan. Let's start things off with Tavoy. Great once again, 4 goals and 1 assist in those 2 Sockers wins, including that beauty right there for the man from Spanish Town, Jamaica. Defensively, Mr. Cesar Cerda, 2 assists in the week, including 4 blocks, as the Sockers, yes, won those 2 contests. And in goal, Snare Williams, who took over from Boris Pardo and was admirable in relief. 18 saves, just 5 goals allowed. Okay, time now for your Plays of the Week.
That's it. Williamson to Chakute, header! Oh! Yeah, baby!
Plays it long. Herrera chested to Briscoe. Briscoe finishes. Picture perfect for the Stars.
There's the whistle. Shot. Save. Header. Save again. Third chance. No.
2v2 break going the other way. Laidley with Fowler for company. Laidley right-footed shot into the bottom corner as we seesaw back in front.
Craig as the big man Quintana gets muscled off the ball here by Fabian. Leonardo Espinosa now skips it. Oh, what a shot! Golazo!
Field. From midfield, goal! What a rip!
Corner, Charlie. Gonzalez with the left footer, no good. Tavoy measuring the rebound. Shot! Score! Got it on the second try.
Rally, and now Harris will dump it back down in. Takes that weird high bounce and a bicycle kick hit just underneath the crossbar. Dos Santos, are they giving it a goal? They do. Adriano Dos Santos.
And of course, you can stay up to date on everything that's going on in the MASL all throughout the season with great future stories, the latest news, statistics, by checking out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Creative, fast, strong, agile, dependable. Just has that special something.
What makes a great player?
The same thing that makes a great vehicle.
Let's go, Utica!
Davidson of Rome.
Nice.
Proud sponsor of the Utica City Football Club. Creative, fast, strong, agile, dependable. Just has that special something.
What makes a great player?
The same thing that makes a great vehicle.
Let's go, Utica!
Davidson of Rome.
Nice.
Proud sponsor of the Utica City Football Club.
Across the nation, MASL players are giving back, utilizing their professional power to touch and inspire people in their local communities nationwide. Free soccer clinics, where kids can meet their heroes and learn new skills. After-school programs and special events. And surprise visits to the classroom. Visiting brave kids in the hospital, bringing joy and hope. Supporting special needs care, partnering with local businesses, and so much more. MASL, passion on the field, purpose off the field, committed to community.
Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center for MASL action between the Utica City FC and the Harrisburg Heat. We're all tied at 3 between the two sides. It started just 35 seconds in when Gordy Gerson found the back of the net for Utica City, but then it was all Harrisburg for 3 unanswered. First one scored by Dominic Francis, and then Roshan Panton and Adriano dos Santos scored in a span of 24 seconds to give the Heat a 3-1 lead before Gerson scored again to make it 3-2. And Wanalava got the last goal of the first half with 3 minutes left to play in the second quarter to tie things up at 3 apiece. On the field right now, you're watching the final few moments of the Ava Wood Memorial Penalty Shootout. Started last year to honor Ava Wood, who was tragically killed a couple of years ago, a member of the UCFC community. And Utica City FC captain Nate Bordeaux had trained her for just about 7 years, and it's a great day to honor her legacy. Utica City and Harrisburg tied at 3 as we head into the second half of play. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the MASL. The all-new MASL fan store will be launching soon. It's been that man's night. Gordy Gerson has 2 goals. He started the scoring 35 seconds in and got another one off of a beautiful assist from Ricky Orozco. But Gerson's back from injury, slowly recovering. and looks raring to go. Utica City can clinch the playoffs with a win today as long as St. Louis also loses. But right now, live in Baltimore, the Ambush have a 3-2 lead over the Baltimore Blast after Rafael Araujo scored just a couple of minutes ago. We'll keep an eye on that game and keep you updated with that match as well as this one. 30 minutes to play inside the Adirondack Bank Center. We're all tied at 3. Malcolm Harris gets us underway in the second half. Intercepted by Nilton De Andrade. Gerson. Gio Alves will pick things up. Up to Shalier. Chested down. Gerson on a hat trick. Won't get it just yet. And a foul committed by Shalier and Gerson on Dos Santos in the corner. Angled forward, intended for Ozzie Anang. Santana, Coughlin. Has to go forward, will find Gordy Gerson. Great touch from Gerson, who's on the turn. Plays it back to Alves. Alves curling save by Silva. And Noe Favilla steps forward. He is cut out by Nilton De Andrade. De Andrade has options. Will take it himself. Now off the wall. And all the way back to Shalier. Shalier will lay it off to Santana and go off for a change. As Santana runs into some pressure. Ozzie Anang picks it up. And now Harrisburg can maintain possession for a little while. Silva, forward, intended for Joey Tavernisi. Tavernisi does well to bring it around. Santana takes down Tavernisi and wins possession for UCFC. Rolled back to Tavernisi. And now across to Panton. Up in front again. Here is that man, Tavernisi. Scored a hat trick against Utica City earlier this season as Mershad Ahmadi pickpockets it from Panton, and he's away. Rolled across to Keaton Woods, just a step in front, and Woods plays it off the wall to nobody in particular, and now Kyle Jenrich steps in. Jenrich, the rookie, was signed before the season began. 4-year player at Oswego State. Was a 2-year captain for the Lakers and an All-East Region honoree in 2023. Here's Belliard. Oh, it's off the foot of Freitas and in. Emmanuel Belliard finds the back of the net. It's 4-3, Utica City. Well, sometimes you just need a little bit of luck to go your way. And for Emmanuel Belliard, it was exactly that. It was the foot of Thiago Freitas that guided it into the back of the net. He was looking to roll it to Manny Silva, but instead it went right to Freitas, who was unsuspecting and was not ready for that one. Now rolled in front, Coughlin dives on it. He goes long, intended for Ronaldinho, who's running onto it late. And it's taken down by Jeremy Rayleigh. Ronaldinho does well to win it back. Gio Alves will pick it up. Alves to Ricky Orozco. Santana. Forward and fouled on the far side is Barbaro Shalier as Jeremy Rayleigh took him down in a sort of bear hug on the far side. Shalier's a tall guy. It's hard to bring him down, and Rayleigh did exactly that. Now Gerson rolls over it. Will lay it off the wall from De Andrade, and this one will head into the UCFC bench area. Belliard, just his 4th goal of the season. The last one was scored February 20th against the Heat. So he scored against this very side not too long ago. Shalier chases it down. And now Wanalava has it. DeAndrade tried to split between 3 players, and now Dom Francis can go the other way. Wanalava got there first. And DeAndrade can go forward again. He pokes this one forward. Gerson's in the corner. No angle for Gerson, who sends it all the way around the boards and right into the path of Ozzie and Eng. Well, Harrisburg is a team that has really dealt with some injuries this season. In fact, dealt with injuries so much that Coach/GM Pat Healy had to step in and play a game not too long ago. As this one finds Jeremy Riley, they got some help, they got some reinforcements, and now are playing some really competitive matches as of late, including that matchup against Utica City a week ago. Flicked on by Anang. Rebound sent wide. Malcolm Harris is on it now. And Wanalava called for the foul in the corner on Harris. So DeAndrade talking with the referee, as now Freitas will stand over this one. Freitas had a man in Kerstetter. This one saved by Coughlin. Taken away and out of play by Nilton DeAndrade. Tiago Freitas will roll it in again. This one found a rolling Nelson Santana on the ground, who got it away, at least away enough out of harm's way for Utica City. Francis in front. Tavernisi on the turn. He's taken down by Santana. And Santana calmly works his way around Tavernisi on the ground. Stevens, Alava. Turns, finds Andrew Coughlin, who will clip it forward, intended for Cole Stevens, who was making a good run ahead. And now it's back with Utica City. Dom Francis wanted a foul called. Instead, UCFC will hang on to possession. Alava to Stevens. Mershad Amadi, Albuquerque, New Mexico native, who has 13 points in 12 games coming into today for Utica City. Manny Silva lost out on possession. Amadi has really stepped up in the absence of Kelvin Oliveira, who really took control of this UCFC team for his time here, as Amadi will roll one wide again. But Amadi's a goal scorer. He always has been, was in the MASL 2 division when he was playing with the Wichita Wings before signing with UCFC this offseason. Kerstetter will roll it back to Silva. We're back underway. Under 10 minutes left in the third. Still just that lone goal from Belliard, the difference in this one so far. Silva will take a shot. It forces a good save out of Coughlin down low. Now Ronaldinho can put the burners on. And there goes Ronaldinho. Rolls one in, and Silva got to it. Right into the breadbasket from Ronaldinho. Silva clips one away from danger, but Ricky Orozco goes sliding in. Out to Silva. He fires just wide. Jenrich will pick it up and roll it back to Wanalava. Alvis. And saved by Hugo Silva. Well, Ricky Orozco put in a great tackle just a few moments ago to free up another offensive opportunity for Utica City. And Orozco again maintains possession. Ronaldinho will pick it up and move to the other side of the field before rolling it the other way to Gio Alvis. Alava to the corner. Gerson mistimed his header. Now it's up, and Nilton DeAndrade gets it to Barbaro Shalier. Gerson, one-timer off the wall. And now Gio Alves goes sliding in. And Harrisburg on the break. 3-on-2 the other way. before Alava goes down. It's pinched in the corner, and Harrisburg comes away with it. Ozianang goes down, and a foul called. And a yellow card shown now to Nilton De Andrade. So Nilton De Andrade will be out for the next 5 minutes to serve the yellow card. He's a player that leads the team in penalty minutes. Nilton on the season, 3 blue cards, now his 2nd yellow card of the campaign. So he'll be in the box for 5 minutes. Utica City won't be down a player. They will just not have the services of last year's team MVP at its disposal. Santana away. Shalier has Gerson ahead of him. Shalier couldn't find the back of the net. Cole Stevens to Shalier again, and Gerson has to be wanting that chance again because he was wide open at the back post if Shalier could have found him. Belliard goes down hard. Shalier wins it back, and Belliard will find Juan Alava. Belliard again. Sandwiched by 2, and he goes down after a shove from Mike Da Silva. Belliard will restart. 6 minutes and 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Forward to Woods. Belliard will get it right back and go to the corner. Jenrich wins it back for Utica City. Had it lined up, and said Amati will fire. Jenrich scores! The rookie's first MASL goal fell perfectly in the box. And Utica lead by 2. Amati's shot deflected right in front, and Kyle Jenrich continued his run to perfection and found the back of the net. And how about the celebration for the SUNY Oswego alum, who gets his first in the MASL. That'll take us to our media timeout. UCFC up 5-3. We'll be right back. Back after the media timeout. 5-3 lead for Utica City following Kyle Jenrich's first MASL goal of his rookie campaign.
Utica City goal, scored unassisted by number 20, Kyle Jenrich.
Hugo Silva can't play this and will leave it. And now Ronaldinho picks it back up. So Jenrich gets his first MASL goal as Santana plays it to Belliard, who took a hard shoulder. And Noe Favilla might get a blue card for this, and does. shouldered Belliard right at midfield, and Favilla will head to the penalty box. It'll be a power play for Utica City FC. UCFC on the season, the worst power play in the MASL, 2 for 15, just 13%. But they are coming off of a game against the Baltimore Blast last night where Nilton De Andrade picked up a a power play goal, assisted by Andrew Coughlin. That's Coughlin's 6th assist of the season, his best season offensively, the goalkeepers. But a power play now for UCFC for the next 2 minutes. Gerson wants the hat trick, will lay it off instead. Rolled in! Gio Alves goes 5-hole of Hugo Silva, and it's 6-3 Utica, a power play goal. And Alves goes to celebrate with Nilton De Andrade, the two Cape Verde natives celebrating Gio Alves' 5th goal of the season to make it 6-3 and get Utica a stronghold in this one. Malcolm Harris gets us underway again. It's Hugo Silva. And Harrisburg stepping forward with pace. Gerson picks up the assist on the Alves goal. The power play does clear after the UCFC goal, so we're back to 5-on-5. Nilton De Andrade is still in the penalty box, serving his yellow card that he earned a few moments ago. Amadi rolls one wide. Cole Stevens chases it down on the far side. Now Ricky Orozco stands on it. Woods stepped forward, but Ebiel Gamino holds on to possession all the way back now to Silva. Rolled forward. Alava couldn't maintain possession. This will go all the way back to Coughlin as Maldini Goncalves applied pressure. Coughlin got away. Alava rolled wide to Shalier. Clipped back to Belliard. His shot is wide of the net. Genrich already has his first MASL goal. That's a big one to get off the back of the SUNY Oswego alum. Now Belliard again, great save from Silva. Came sliding down and pinched it in between his left hand and his left leg. And Silva wants to go along with the throw. Picked up well out of the air from Ozzy Anang. Genrich chases it down. Coughlin now has to get involved. And Shalier can take it away. A couple of step overs from Barbaro Shalier. And a turnover from Utica City in the midfield. Here's Ozzy Anang. Kerstetter now. Jeremy Rayleigh will pick things back up at midfield. And Rayleigh will move forward. Gets past one, gets taken down. Wants a foul called on Shalier, won't get it. And Santana can move away. Panton will pick it up at midfield. Wide again, off the wall, intended for Panton. And now Ronaldinho just has to maintain possession to Santana. Coughlin picks it up, wants a long ball. Read well by Adriano Dos Santos. And Genrich again took some contact right at midfield and a chance to score, and Roshan Panton does. It's his second of the game. And it came after some contact at midfield to Kyle Genrich, and the Utica fans letting the officiating crew know about that one. But a great move from back to front for Harrisburg, who are right back in the game, only down by 2. Panton just found himself in a great amount of space at the top of the goalkeeper box. Took one touch, turned, and fired it past Andrew Coughlin. So 2.5 minutes to go in a 6-4 Utica City game. UCFC lead by 2 in the green jerseys. Harrisburg in the orange, and this one turned over again. And Coughlin has to come out, rolling free, cleared off the line. Great defensive stop from Manny Silva. And now Coughlin dives on it. And a quick stoppage as Mike DeSilva and Coughlin get into it. DeSilva still jawing at Coughlin. It is now directed away by the refereeing crew. Here's a look at what happened. Coughlin came sliding out, then Manny Silva cleared it off the line. And then the second chance rebound, turned away. Coughlin picked it up, and then as Coughlin came out, threw a little shoulder at DeSilva, telling him to get out of the goalkeeper box so that he could distribute a ball. Now Harrisburg captain Dom Francis having a conversation with the refereeing crew, as is coach and GM Pat Healy on the far side for the Heat. So amidst all of this, the Heat have scored the most recent goal, Roshan Panton scoring his second of the game. He scored in the second quarter as well. And he has brought Harrisburg back into it. Gave this away side something to play for in the final quarter and a half, and now we've got a challenge flag coming out. So this one will head to a video review as Harrisburg is challenging a blue card on Coughlin. We'll take a look at this one. So Coughlin makes a routine save, but then as he comes out, a little shoulder to Mike DeSilva. Hey, if you disagree with any of the calls tonight, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. You can catch it every Friday on YouTube. Here's DeSilva and Coughlin having a discussion of sorts after the incident. The refereeing crew today is senior referee Austin Saney, referee Stephen Foster, assistant referee Brendan Fanning, fourth official Christopher Hutchinson, and the two off-field officials are Stephen Southwell and David Bozak. So still having a conversation right in front of the review board. Now we'll get a call. And it is no blue card for Andrew Coughlin, who is no stranger to a little bit of talking on the field, and he's right back to it as he's having a conversation with the Harrisburg captain, Dom Francis. It'll be a restart for Coughlin right where play left off when DeSilva and Coughlin got into it the first time. And now Pat Healy standing up on the Harrisburg bench, directing words at the Utica bench and Everton Morera. Can't see it on your screen, but Healy is up in arms about something and now wants a referee to come close to him and talk. But while this is happening, here's Gio Alves. Fires, and Silva makes the save. I mean, Healy was standing right on the edge of the bench, was very animated there just a few moments ago. Rolled in, Alves, what a save from Silva. Anang rolls away, and a foul called on Utica City. Here's another look at that Silva save. Good move from Utica, found Gio Alves free in the box. There's a shot from Favilla, and Coughlin is forced to make a save on the other end. under 90 seconds to play in the third, and a 6-4 lead for Utica City. So the restart on the far side will be a corner kick for Harrisburg. Out to take it goes Tiago Freitas, the midfielder, and he fires it right into the legs of Keaton Woods. Turning forward again is Harrisburg. Ronaldinho comes back. Panton got to it first. And now in an acrobatic attempt from Malcolm Harris, who I'm sure has that one in his locker, but just couldn't pull it out there. 1 minute to play in the third, 6-4 lead for Utica City. Silva wants help, will fire a shot himself, and it deflects off the back of De Andrade. And it hit one of the cables up on the roof of the Adirondack Bank Center. It'll be a superstructure violation. And another set play, this time for Harrisburg. Rolled in, Dom Francis, miscommunication. And that's a wasted opportunity for Harrisburg to try and get back in this game. Stevens will take it and roll it out wide to De Andrade. Half a minute to play in the third. De Andrade fires just wide. Looked like Ronaldinho there at the back post. De Andrade again. This time Harrisburg defend it well. Cut away by Santana. He can line one up. He does, and it's blocked off the line. Rebound. Oh, another great save from Silva, who has been at his best this entire season. Continually keeping Harrisburg in games. Hugo Silva makes another high-flying save. Shalir called for the foul right in front of the boards on the UCFC bench. And with 0.6 seconds left, that ball clipped forward, and we will head to the fourth. A 2-goal lead for Utica, 6-4. You're watching the MASL on MASL TV. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center as we get set for the final 15 minutes of play between Harrisburg and Utica City. The closing stages of the Master Vito Hyundai t-shirt toss, one of the most intense and fan-engaging events at the Adirondack Bank Center. Everyone wants one of those free t-shirts. as we approach the final 15 minutes of play. You can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and at MASL Arena on X. You can also catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV, on YouTube, and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Basavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. 6-4 Utica City lead. Here's what's at stake. If Utica City wins, they're closer to a playoff berth. If Utica wins and St. Louis loses, Utica guarantees itself a spot in the 2025 Ron Newman Cup playoffs. And immediately forward to Alava, Hugo Silva has to play it out. It's an intentional delay, which means that Utica City will take it in an advanced position, a team that has really drilled set pieces this entire week. Converted on 3 or 4 of them yesterday against Baltimore. And has another chance to do so here. Alves rolls it out, rolled in. Mershad Amadi again. He did it last night. He does it again tonight. Amadi is on fire, and it's 7-4 Utica. We talked about how important set pieces have been to this Utica City weekend, and right on cue, Mershad Amadi delivers. Rolled it with inch-perfect precision into the bottom corner. Past Hugo Silva, and UCFC has a 3-goal lead again. And Amadi now over a point per game since he's been introduced into this UCFC lineup. That was a goal yesterday as well. As an assist. This one forward, Ronaldinho has a man in front of him in Keaton Woods. Woods rolled it back to Ronaldinho, but it's a step too far in front. And now Ronaldinho will reassess, find some space, and will play it back to Cole Stevens, who steps forward with it now. Defended by 2, but he works his way past them both. Headed in front. Oh, what a shot from Keaton Woods. Didn't even see it coming until it was right in front of his face. And Cole Stevens creates another Utica City goal. It's 8-4. That is all Cole Stevens. Thought he might have shot that one. In fact, he might have, and it looks like it tipped off the hands of Silva. And right in front to Keaton Woods, who didn't have to do much but redirected into the back of the net. So now it's 8-4 City. And Mike Da Silva still having a conversation as Harrisburg has called a timeout. But again, Cole Stevens creates that one all by himself. It's his first assist of the season for UCFC. He has 2 goals, was going for goal there, but then took a slight deflection off the fingertips of Silva and into the back of the net. Off the head of Keaton Woods. Trying to get an update here out from the TU Arena. It's 5-4. St. Louis lead the Baltimore Blast with just about 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter there. And if you are a Utica fan, I think this is the only time you're ever going to root for the Baltimore Blast is right now, because you need the Blast to win to guarantee a spot in the 2025 Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Back after the timeout that was called by Harrisburg. 14 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. An 8-4 lead for Utica City FC over the Harrisburg Heat in a season series that has been played 4 times so far, and all 4 times it has gone the way of UCFC. Forward from Jeremy Rayleigh, and it's all the way out of play. It's Keaton Woods' 7th goal of the season. Probably the one that he was the most least expecting because of where Cole Stevens was aiming his shot. Coughlin slipping, gets it away momentarily. Harrisburg on the break forward. De Silva clipped one in. Coughlin got a touch on it. Second chance, turn home on the swivel from Noe Favilla. So right out of the timeout, Harrisburg get one back. It's 8-5. Great move in front from Noe Favilla. And it was a great move from Mike De Silva, who freed up the space for Favilla. And a good one-timer off the wall. Now De Andrade. Left it for Alves, and he fires high and away. Another update from out of the TU Arena in Baltimore. It's 6-4 St. Louis. And the goal scorer is a name that Utica fans know all too well, and Dylan Hundelt served as the captain last year for this UCFC side before in the offseason made his move out to St. Louis, where he's from. Played his youth soccer in St. Louis. Served as a UCFC captain after Nate Bordeaux was out all of last year. Chance in front, rolled in, and Hugo Silva collects. Silva looking for an option long. Gio Alves is the lone defender back, and Harrisburg's on the break yet again. With help now coming, it finds Malcolm Harris. Harris looking for space, will roll it back to Kerstetter. Kerstetter collects himself, will go to Silva, who steps forward into the attacking zone. Silva will take a shot. He's no stranger to doing that. And now loose in front. Great block from Shalier. A one-timer out wide. Second chance is high and away. Ozzie Anang will pick things up. Rolled in front. Harris, another great sliding block from Alava. Now De Andrade looking to bring it down, will instead head it forward. Headed back by Francis and flicked backwards by Gio Alves into the hands of Andrew Coughlin. Coughlin will get it back and go long. Looking for Nelson Santana. And again, another intentional clearance leads to a great opportunity for Harrisburg, who are only down by 3, thanks to Noe Favilla. Freitas will stand over this one. Longtime MASL vet, first game with Harrisburg this season. And he will play it high and away. And now the whistle blows again for another stop. Utica City will have the restart with just under 12 minutes to go in this one. Keaton Woods is all alone up front, and his touch takes it out of play. Again, that's one that you got to bring down if you're Keaton Woods. It's a chance to move forward. Instead, Harrisburg will move again. Belliard. Woods on the far side. Scored a goal with a head. He's looking off the wall. One-timer is high from Belliard. Favilla stonewalled by Wanalava. Keaton Woods will go all the way back to Coughlin. Now Stevens. Miscommunication between Belliard and Stevens again, and Favilla will pick that one up off the wall. 11 minutes to play, an 8-5 lead for Utica City. Miscommunication by Favilla this time, turns it over. Ronaldinho looking far post, will roll it there, but perfect read from the Harrisburg defense. That looks to be Jeremy Rayleigh who made that stop. Silva. Francis. Off the wall. Rolls to Wanalava. Now Coughlin will step forward. 6 goalkeeper assists this season for Coughlin. As it looks for Gerson, acrobatic attempt, and he was oh so close to making it 7 assists for Coughlin. Silva now. Finds Kyle Jenrich. Here's another look at the acrobatic attempt from Gordy Gerson. As Ricky Orozco plays it out wide. Jenrich down low. Manny Silva off the wall, and Silva forced to make a save after that one was rolled in by his own team. Under 10 to play inside the Adirondack Bank Center. And an 8-5 lead for Utica City as Hugo Silva makes a defensive effort to clear the ball away. Malcolm Harris chases it down. He tosses Kyle Jenrich to the ground. And Jenrich will get right back up and have a restart for Utica City. Santana. De Andrade. Santana again. Back to Nilton. Wants the corner. Finds Gerson. Great flick from Gordy Gerson, and that one an unintentional chip from Barbaro Shalier. Almost found the back of the net. Hugo Silva was well alert to it. And again, you look at the scoreline, you see 8 goals for Utica City. You think maybe Silva hasn't had the best game. He has made some incredible stops. As Coughlin gets shoved in midair as he was looking to head a ball away. Santana can't maintain possession. It's out wide again. Rayleigh. Ebiel Gamino picks it up. Haven't said his name too much today, but he's played in 12 games. This is his 13th for Harrisburg Gamino. Silva. Favilla. Has Maldini to his left. Will play it forward instead, headed on, and Coughlin will clear it away. Off the boards, Favilla will pick it right back up. 8.5 to play. This one goes out of play. Off the legs of Gerson. Well, Utica City is back at home on Friday night against this very Harrisburg side. As Silva fires from distance. Gerson can't control. Picked up again. Now Gerson does have it. He wants a long distance shot. He has the hat trick. Gordy Gerson. What a way to cap off the night. His 3rd goal puts Utica up 9-5 and a beautiful strike from distance. From his own yellow line, aired it over everybody. He could have hit that one from behind the yellow line if he wanted, because the first place it hit was the back of the net. And Gerson has a hat trick in what is only his 8th game of the season. He's got his 10th goal of the season. And it's 9-5 Utica. So Harrisburg, a 4-goal deficit with 8 minutes to play. And a hat trick for Gerson. Santana picks up the assist, his 3rd of the season. As Keaton Woods goes down. No foul called. It'll be Freitas to pick things up. And a loose pass at the back end, and another breakaway opportunity. Amati might have to pluck this one out of the air, and does. But a good block from Kerstetter, who is tracking back. That'll take us to our final media timeout. 9-5 lead for Utica City over Harrisburg. You're watching the MASL on MASL TV. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center on St. Patrick's Day weekend. UCFC lead Harrisburg 9-5. But unfortunately, other results are not looking the way of UCFC because out in Baltimore, the St. Louis Ambush have a 7-5 lead over the Blast. Utica City, with a win and a St. Louis loss, would qualify for the 2025 Ron Newman Cup playoffs. If those two things don't happen, they'll have to wait a little bit longer. Restart underway, and Mershad Ahmadi fires high into the netting. But speaking of the playoffs, actually, we'll get to that in a second as De Andrade picks the ball off of Gamino. De Andrade can't find it, and now Harrisburg on the break. De Andrade does a good job to chase it down, but a foul called. As the advantage was given, instead it'll be brought back. Speaking of the playoffs, if UCFC does qualify, playoff tickets are now available. You can join 8 MASL teams in sunny San Diego as they square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 4th through the 6th. You can visit frontwavearena.com to reserve your seat today. Front Wave Arena will be the host to the quarterfinals and the semifinals of the 2025 Ron Newman Cup playoffs, April 4th through 6th. There's a foul committed by Gio Alves, and this one might be a blue card. It is a blue card. And it's Maldini Goncalves who's down and holding that right leg after the foul from Alves. And this is a player that Utica City players will know because he spent so long training with the team. Signed in the offseason, played 6 games with the MASL 2 side, United Elite Kreisnik FC. And you can see all of the UCFC teammates huddled around their former teammate who's right now on loan in Harrisburg. Everyone will head to the bench as Maldini continues to get checked on. It's that right foot they're looking at towards the back end of the game. 7 minutes to play and a 9-5 lead for Utica City FC. The most recent goal scored by Gordy Gerson, his 3rd of the game. Gerson's hat trick pushed the score to 9-5. As Maldini is up and being helped off the field. Still cannot put pressure on that right foot. So we hope the best for Maldini as Gordy Gerson also steps out to check on a player that Utica fans and Utica team members know really well because of how long he spent training with that team here in Utica. Well, Gerson's hat trick is his first hat trick in a long time. I believe the last time he scored 3 goals, it was January 7th of 2023 in a matchup against the Texas Outlaws. I only remember that because I think that was the first MASL game I really came here and watched in person at the Adirondack Bank Center and fell in love with the atmosphere of the Central New York MASL side. It'll be a restart for Harrisburg. A free kick from an advanced position after the foul on Maldini. And the blue card that was assessed to Nilton De Andrade. His 2nd card of the game. The first one was a yellow. This one up in front, and immediately a power play goal for Harrisburg. This one is Mike Da Silva. 5 seconds into the power play. It's 9-6. City on top, and Nilton De Andrade is out of the penalty box. It's good work from Ozzy Anang and Mike Da Silva combining for that one. And the Heat back within 3. Keaton Woods gets us underway again. 6 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Utica City holding on to a 3-goal lead. Here's Ricky Orozco looking back post. Will now apply pressure. Santana will head it all the way back to Andrew Coughlin. Rolled forward to Amati. Up against the wall, will now take it and drop it off to Wanalava. Stevens. Stevens is a player for Utica City that really has played everywhere in his 2 years inside Central New York. Saw him start out as Ricky Orozco goes hard into the boards on the near side. Stevens started out as a forward, dropped in, played some second forward, some midfield, and now he's playing as a defender. Just someone who can plug and play and give you consistent minutes week in, week out, Cole Stevens. This one angled forward. Hugo Silva heads it down only as far as Ronaldinho. Good defense from Dom Francis. Ronaldinho still there. And a foul called for a handball. Restart upcoming for Hugo Silva. And this Heat side that are down by 3. 5.5 minutes to play inside the Adirondack Bank Center, Harrisburg. As Belliard flicks it in the midfield and confirming that there is a delay of game called on UCFC. I believe that was Ronaldinho's extra kick at the end after the whistle had blown. Kyle Jenrich is down on the turf, took a hard fall as Noe Favilla undercut him as Jenrich went up for the header and just landed awkwardly on the elbow. Jenrich, the MASL rookie, scored his first MASL goal of his career today, earlier in this one. And here is Jenrich again. Ronaldinho on the near side. Stonewalled by Dom Francis, who wants a foul and does get the call. Francis stays on the ground on a knee. The captain of the Harrisburg side. Freitas will get things underway again and play it out wide. Francis still limping a little bit on that foot. It looks like he'll be good to continue. Silva steps forward, rolls it down to Malcolm Harris. Picked up by Coughlin, rolled out wide. Could go for goal, but Silva's back there in time. Whistle blows, the advantage was played after a foul on Ronaldinho. And that extra pass means the referees call it back for a free kick. That one called on Ebiel Gamino. So Santana will take the free kick. It's 9-6 in favor of Utica City. De Andrade. Up to himself. And now Gio Alves will track this one down. Bounces up and into the scorer's table. Gio Alves will restart it. Santana directing traffic, feels pressure now from Ozianang and turned it over. Coughlin does well to win it back. Santana a little bit loose there at the back end. Coughlin can't clear it. And now a shot blocked away by Santana. Amati running alongside De Andrade, and there goes Nilton. Outside of the foot pass to Silva, who comfortably gets down and makes the save. And now Harrisburg on the break the other way, 3-on-1. But Gio Alves there, off the wall, sliding in, and there's the whistle. This will be a foul and a blue card shown to Wanalava, and no debate about that one. Denial of a pretty clear goal-scoring opportunity for the Harrisburg Heat. In fact, we might see a shootout or a penalty kick here for Harrisburg after the Alava sliding challenge in on Malcolm Harris. Harris now slow to get up, and this is a Harrisburg team that has been decimated with injuries throughout. Andrew Coughlin stares right at Harrisburg captain Dom Francis. Dom Francis at the penalty spot. Andrew Coughlin on the other side. Francis already with a goal today. He opened the scoring for Harrisburg. And he stares down Andrew Coughlin, who has been at his best in the second half of the season. Francis scores. Bottom left corner. No doubt about that one for the captain of the Harrisburg Heat side, and the Huddersfield, England native makes it 9-7. And the Heat inching ever so close to that Utica City scoreline. Alava's blue card is taken away after the penalty kick goal. And now 9-7 the score. Ronaldinho with speed, chased down by Jeremy Rayleigh. And now a one-timer, what a save from Silva. It has been time and time again that Hugo Silva has been called into action and has made the saves to keep Harrisburg in this game. Scoreboard right now says 26 shots on goal for Utica City. That means that Silva has made 19 saves on the night. Favilla looking for an outlet, finds Panton. And Roshan Panton can't find a way past Wanalava. 3 minutes to play. Have yet to see the extra attacker come on for Harrisburg. They are electing to keep Hugo Silva back there, and it might work out in their favor. De Silva off the wall, loose in front. Favilla has it poked away by Ricky Orozco. And now UCFC on the break. Rolled in, Silva off the post and in! A hat trick last night, and Manny Silva's on the score sheet again. It's 10-7 City, a blistering counterattack. And Silva just said, I'll do it myself. A quick step over, froze Ebiel Gamino in his place, and stepped to the left and scored. And the Utica fans are loving it. And the young stars are stepping up in a big way for this UCFC side. Mershad Ahmadi, Manny Silva. A couple of the more recent goal scorers after Gordy Gerson got his hat trick on the night. And now the extra attacker is out for Harrisburg. They've got an empty net. Here is the extra attacker. It is Freitas, and now the empty net. Nilton De Andrade will have a go at it, but it's just wide and to the right. Off to Francis. 3-goal deficit for Harrisburg. 2 minutes to play and an empty net for the Heat. On the extra attacker opportunity. Here is Rayleigh again. Harris will have a go. Deflected in front. Ronaldinho onto it. Flicked forward. It's a foot race. De Andrade is running onto it. He's the first one there and he mishit it. De Andrade shoved down, foul called, and it will allow Hugo Silva back onto the field for Harrisburg. Well, De Andrade did everything right there, just had to sprint forward, and then when he swung at it, just couldn't connect and guided into the back of the net. Gio Alves will take the free kick. And we'll call a timeout in the process. So Utica City will take the time to think this one over with under 90 seconds to play inside the Adirondack Bank Center. And a 10-7 lead for Utica City. We'll step aside right along with them. The final 90 seconds when we return on MASL TV. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Final 83 seconds of play as Utica lead 10-7 over the Harrisburg Heat. Free kick upcoming. It's Gio Alves who stands over it. And he angles one all the way back to Marshawn Amadi. And now Harrisburg on the break. Tom Francis was well up ahead but couldn't find the ball. Still with Harrisburg forward. Tom Francis all alone, and he misses high. And headed back to Coughlin, and will hang on to this one. Final score out in out in Baltimore. It's a St. Louis victory, 7-6. So Utica cannot guarantee a spot in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs just yet, as Hugo Silva overran this one. And Shalier will take it. Shalier, top corner, and an emphatic finish for Barbaro Shalier to put this game to bed. 11-7 Utica City. The first shot was deflected right in front, but then on the half volley, Shalier laced it into the top corner where no one else could reach it. And for Shalier, it's his 5th goal of his rookie MASL campaign. And yet again, another young player getting involved in the goal scoring for UCFC.
Utica City goal, scored unassisted by number 99,
37 seconds left for Harrisburg to try and get maybe 1 or 2 more goals on the score sheet, but right now it's rolled in to Maldini, who fires a shot. Good to see Maldini back out on the field after he took some hard contact to the right foot and he was helped up off the field. He's back out there running for this Heat side. A Heat side that has continued to battle against Utica City as Juan Alava steps in and gets a block in the final 15 seconds of play. But 5 games against the Heat, it has been 5 victories for Utica City FC. And Nilton Andrade looking to close this one out with maybe 1 more in the final 2 seconds. Instead, it's rolled in front. That one won't count. It's too late for Tavernisi. And Utica are a perfect 5 for 5 against the Harrisburg Heat this season. They will have 1 more test on Friday night against this side from Pennsylvania. But it was Gordy Gerson's night. A return from injury. He's continually working back and getting healthy. And Gerson has the hat trick to lead the UCFC team, but it's the young stars that step up as well. Shalir, Amani, Silva all getting involved. And for Utica City, a great way to rebound after last night's 9-6 loss against Baltimore, 11-7 the final score. We're waiting for Michael Lear, who's down on the field now with none other than Gordy Gerson, who's back and firing. It's a hat trick for Gerson, and Michael Lear's on the field with Gordy Gerson.
We send it down to the pitch to Michael Lear and Gordy Gerson.
All right, how about your man of the match with a hat trick at home on St. Patrick's Day weekend? Can we give it up for Gordy Gerson? Gordy, really fun game today. How proud are you of this group to put this on in front of fans?
Oh, I mean, the guys got back at 3, 4 in the morning last night, and to come back and do what we did here, it's to a team that was fresh. It's never easy, and we thank you guys for being behind us because this support goes unnoticed.
You got a huge month coming up here, rest of March and early April. How excited is this group and how prepared are you for the playoff push here?
I mean, right now we're just trying to make sure our bodies are fresh. We're trying to clinch the playoffs. I think we're a couple points away, but we'll see you guys Friday night when we get it done.
And last but not least, today, obviously, Nate's on the bench, but we got to do all that stuff for Ava Wood. The penalty kick shootout, hundreds of kids come out. And I know Ava's not something that's forgotten by you guys as a team. How important is her and her memory to this group, and what was it like today to celebrate that again?
Oh, I mean, you know, Nate was a coach for Ava, and so if it's someone close to Nate, he's our captain, he's family. So to us, we all remember the situation, and we're just happy we can give Nate another win for it on his day.
Thanks, Gordy.
Thank you.
Give it up for Gordy Gerson, your man of the match tonight.
That was Michael Lear alongside Gordy Gerson, whose hat trick pushed Utica City to an 11-7 victory over the Harrisburg Heat. Now 11-8-1 on the season with 34 points in the MASL standings. Ever so close to that playoff spot, but not just yet because St. Louis won today. Utica City still has work to do to get that playoff confirmation into the 2025 Ron Newman Cup playoffs. For everyone involved in the production, camera operators, everyone in the booth helping us out, and for my producer, Eric Kawayatek, I'm Arnav Pokral. You won't hear me on Friday night. It'll be Ray Biggs on the call as Utica City takes on this very same Harrisburg Heat side on Friday night. But for now, be safe and be good to one another. We'll see you here on Friday night at the Adirondack Bank Center.